What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Really good to have you here. We are doing another alt session ahead of us, as promised yesterday. Looking to stick to 3 streams a day. Well, three streams a week. So let's get this going as well. So I know everyone's seen the whole ETF situation as well. When I did do the stream at the time, we talked about like the ETF has been approved, and we're looking at like Ethereum being bullish. That's the key thing. And if Ethereum is bullish, alts will follow through. One thing that I do to monitor alts is apart from looking at it individually, I'm looking at total 2, especially total 2 really as well, but total 3 also as well. But we'll go through the whole thing, and then we'll go for a couple of alts here and there, and we'll bring it to the platform and see what you guys want. Whichever you want, we'll do some TA stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Appreciate you guys yesterday actually for coming on to the all-time high podcast yesterday actually. You know, let me bless the stream with a cigarette. You gotta start with, if you're not starting with a cigarette, you ain't starting shit. That's the way I see it. So fucking hell, it feels good though. But yeah, so what's going on? We got Steve in the house. I think he's probably still gone for a haircut there. Kenny, good to have you here, brother. You're the boss, man. I'm just a geezer, just trying to actually help out. That's all it is. Berlin, good to have you here, my bro. We got Hemanth. Man, I'm not the goat, man. I'm just another guy. I'm just another guy like yourself. When 100 kilogram deadlift, bro. I got 90 kilograms. Do you know what it is? Like, Touche is in here, right? So shout out to Touche. So when I did got the pleasure to meet him last year, we went to go watch the Leipzig game together at Man City. Great night as well. And the first thing he does, he gets in my fucking car, the bastard, innit? And he just goes to me, "You're not shorter than I thought you were, you know?" And I was like, "What do you thought? Like, you thought I was gonna be tall?" But he generally believed that I was actually a small, like I was gonna be like, I don't know, 6 foot. But I'm 5'10", man. I'm 5'10". Do you know? So no, not 5'10". That's a lie. That's what my Tinder profile says. 5'9". Sorry, I'm 5'9", and I weigh like 67 kilos, man. I'm light as shit, bro. So if that's your push, whoopsie daisy, I found my fucking headphone. Oh mother. My cigarette too as well, man. Fucking hell, bro. I'm losing the plot lately, man. 5 foot at most. Fuck you, bro. Nah, appreciate that, man. But yeah, I am a pretty short guy. I'm just literally a standard average dude. That's what it is. There's nothing special about me. We got Richard in the house there, but 100 kilograms. I think that's gonna come out next really, really soon. So, but yeah, smash up the likes, hit the comments as well, and let's get cracking with some alts really as well. First thing we want to look at. Right, so if you watched the stream yesterday, I had a great time yesterday in terms of with the lads, with Kazi and Shaz. Fucking, it was banter upon banter, and the chat was going wild as well. I noticed when I do the talking, right, like the chat's a lot more quieter. I think that you guys pay attention, maybe is that. And when someone else is talking, I think you guys understand that I'm looking at the comments. So when I'm looking at the comments, I'm reacting, and I couldn't help to actually freaking laugh yesterday. And then I think it was a thing where people wanted to make me laugh as well, which was fucked up, man. You know, it's fucked up calling me Uncle Dank and shit like that. What's going on, guys? How's it going, brother? But generally, though, from the bottom of my heart, I actually had a great time. You know, it was really, really good to have a platform where I can share it with you guys and with the other 2 lads, and we just have a bit of fun, a bit of learning here and there and whatnot. But yeah, I think we're gonna do another stream later on at 9 o'clock, same thing as well, and that'll be our 4th stream of the week. So fucking hell, you know, there's consistency there. So the way I see it is, you can do it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in it, but let's see how we do it at the end of the year. We got to keep that consistency going. That's what it is. Appreciate that, man. The T under. So, do you enjoy that TA that looking at potentially going to 82k? I mean, when it comes to the Ethereum, I don't know where the targets will be. I generally don't know where the targets will be. I mean, when you look at Ethereum right now, we are playing catch up with Bitcoin. So, in relation that we talked about Bitcoin, like to Ethereum yesterday, I was saying once we break these highs, we are going up to fill out this fair value gap over here. So, this is where our first target is going to be. And then we're going to go to 3K, which is the macro mid-range, liquidity. And I really think we can go up to these highs there. I think that's very, very possible. I don't see why not. If Bitcoin makes an all-time high, why can't this? I mean, EPDC looks fucking bullish. Bitcoin dominance is breaking down. Ethereum dominance is actually holding up as well. We've got a fucking bull market ahead of us. You know, like, I don't know, like I was saying, I think I was saying in the last stream or some shit like that. I was saying, like, I don't know if this is your first run or not, but you're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be really crazy. So, CME gap on ETH at 25.50. Possible, you know. I wouldn't mind a retest. I wouldn't mind a retest. Look, ETF was just 1 day. Let's be honest, right? It's just been 1 day so far, and they're not gonna deploy all like 50 billion or 100 billion in one go in 1 day. They're gonna slowly push it out, and you can see that the market's reacting quite well with BTC. I suspect there's gonna be a range band environment of this area here, so like a bit of a range itself. We actually finally came to liquidity. That liquidity we talked about, I was saying this is last year's high. We get above it, hold above this bullish price action, run it up to the liquidity at 48.2k. We've done it, perfect shot. Now the question is, when it comes to Bitcoin, just to quickly touch base on it as well before I even go any further, because I do want to speak on alts potential really as well. So this is the range high itself. The next leg is a reclaim of the 22 high, hold above this motherfucker, bullish price action, run it up, lads. Let's go to 62k. And I think then at this level here, it's going to be a very key point. If we start consolidating here, right, and we build a range band environment and break above and hold above this level there, I reckon we take out these highs over here and then we smash up to potentially 79, 80k. Kazi believes 82k. I believe around 80k makes a lot of sense as well. We go from there. So, what's second? BTC rejected from the 6.18 retracement. What say? Correction. Look, brother, Phoenix, calm down with the correction. Everybody needs to calm down with correction. Everyone's looking. This is more of a correction coming to support. That's a correction coming to support. We break up. We have no correction over here. So when it comes to correction, right, it's very difficult to say what is a correction and how deep we're going to go. Really and truly, when you look at Bitcoin, we are holding bullish market structure. Let me get a clean freaking chart. You got to make it quite simple, right? So if we're holding the trend line, we're fine. It's bullish, right? We're above the yearly open. There's many things to tell us that we're like that is bullish. It is really a bullish, yeah. That's the whoopsie days. Let me change the color. Excuse me. There we got the yearly open there. We're above the yearly open, bullish. We got last year's high, which is this one here, over there, and we've broken above it. Isn't the market structure bullish, right? Whoopsie daisy. Isn't the market structure bullish? What do I mean? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. It's pushing up. It's showing there's a willingness to go up higher. We just capped at resistance. That's all it is for the time being. But I'm not too stressed about it. All I'm looking for is just 1 second. Where's the fucking levels? Oh, nah, bastard, motherfucker. What I'm looking for is this level needs to hold. As long as we hold this level, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine with this. Just look at the daily. It tells us a lot as well. I mean, if I bring up like the levels, bring up the 4 hours, let's go smaller time frame and see what we're working with, right? Got a bit of a range here, actually. I see a range. Whoopsie daisy. Let me move this to the side. Yeah, I see a range. It's this here. All right, between this high over here and that low over here. That's where we're stuck at. That's where price is stuck in right now as well. So when you think about it, right, like we're consolidating here. You can see this for a few days really as well. When you think on the 8th, well, the 9th, 10th, 11th, well, today with the 11th, right? Fucking hell, man, I don't even know what day it is. But this is the consolidation here. All we're looking for really is, do we get a breakout, bullish price action, take out these highs, confirmation for higher prices, or are we going to come back down and retest this down? That will be the short scenario. That'll be the long scenario. That's all it comes down to. That really is as simple as that. So I'm not stressed out. Yes, we are at resistance. 2022's high, but Ethereum looks fucking strong, looks freaking crazy. So it's going to play catch up. When you look at Ethereum, we have broken above that 2022 mid-range. Let me just zoom out for a second. What's up, Steve? Do you believe BTC taking liquidity at 52k? I think 62k in the thing, like in the first quarter. Look, would you be surprised? This is going to sound fucking retarded now, right? Like when I say retarded, I mean like you think I'm smoking some mad shit right here. Would you be surprised if Bitcoin takes out 62k, right? 69k, all-time high before the halving? That's my question. Would you be surprised? With the bullish narrative of the whole ETP, not ETP, ETF. What ETP is, I don't know what the fuck that is. I think ETF, electronic fucking transmission prescription. That's what ETP is. Sorry about that. That's a fucking pharmacy thing that is. But yeah, so ETF. We've got the bullish narrative on that. We've got already I think there was news reports in regards to about 2 billion. Let me have a look at CoinDesk. I'm sure I'll find something on CoinDesk. CoinDesk.com. Optimism, I'm blah blah blah. Briefly setting 49k. Whatever bullshit. Grayscales. Why are Bitcoin's ETFs such a big deal? Gold provides $100 billion answer. It's all about Bitcoin ETF. It's all about that ETF. Bitcoin ETF wins approval. Expected soon. I don't know where I saw it, but I definitely did see that that today, in terms of ETF, there's $2 billion have been pumped. It's been pushed into the market there. So it's slowly growing. And they're trying to get. I think they were saying about 50 billion by the end of the year. I think there's going to be a lot more with the bull run coming up, right, and FOMO coming in, and the halving. We've seen how this works. Those who actually been in the market in 2021, 2020, even 17, or even before, right, you've understand how the halving is. You don't have to see a halving the first time to actually understand what it is. You just had to go back in the charts and know the dates, and you know, okay, halving is consolidation. So I truly believe, right, one thing in the bottom of my heart here, I think we play this. I really think this is what's going to happen. You know, like right now where we are, right, with Bitcoin, we are at the mid-range. We're above the mid-range itself, right? Consolidation over here, breakout, straight to the range highs, takes out this. I really think, and then around like a month before the halving or a few weeks before the halving, this is where we consolidate for a bit, for a few months, break above it, let's make new all-time highs. I reckon that's what's going to happen. I genuinely see that happening, because if you look at Bitcoin, right, and Ethereum, both of them, doesn't really matter. Let's go Ethereum on the key range. This is the range bound environment. I spent some time yesterday in regards to this. We've broken above the 25%, and I said to you guys yesterday is that when you look at this level here, that's what's capping the market. Resistance, smashed above it. Nice clean candle. Market is telling us I have a willingness to go higher. So by doing that, how do I know that? Because it's formed a fucking white candle. Well, it should be a green candle, whatever you want to call it. It's formed a green candle. You know, the market's actually showing us there's a willingness to go up higher. Now, I will be wrong if we get back below this level here. Below the yearly open, wherever the yearly open is right there, then I'll look for shorts, right? Losing this level there is key points for me to say, yeah, all bets are off, right? But, fucking hell. But for the time being, I'm so bullish for 3K. I'm really bullish for 30,000, 36. This is where it's going to go. That's the first area of resistance. We are going to rally up to these areas there. I don't think you're going to do one candle, but you get the point. Maybe a pullback. I don't know. Possibly. Let's look at Ethereum back onto this chart here. Let me get another. I've got too many charts, you know what I'm saying? Looking at this, right, all I'm looking for, does it come back for a retest? I don't know. If it holds above it, bullish price action, fine, fuck it, let's go for the longs. I'm absolutely fine, but if I narrow down to the smaller time frame, I can see a range. The range band environment here is this, similar to Bitcoin, is on the 4-hour chart. So I've got this high here, and I've got this low here. That's the range band environment. Drop it down to the 1. Let's have a look what the fuck we got. And as you can see, it's just hanging around here. Now, if I want to go for longs, right, and I want to feel comfortable about it, all I'm looking for is drop it to 15. Right. It could go lower. I don't know. It could go lower, but I'm looking for the continuation on the breakout. If we take out this high here, that's the key. But right now, to me, this is an order block. We spoke about order blocks yesterday and a few times. That's the order block there. We can come into this and find resistance and then break down, paying it back down to the range low. Whatever happens or bounces off it, whatever, blah, blah, it will ping pong here, X, Y, and Z. If you start losing this low here, I'm not looking for shorts. Personally speaking, I'm not going to be taking shorts. I'm looking for longs, really, in all honesty. All I'm looking for is price to get back up, hold above this level there, break this high, gives me the confidence, the willingness of higher prices. Any retest off the block here is an opportunity for longs. Continuation of higher highs. We play this higher, we're going for 3K, in my opinion. I really think that's what we're going to go for. Okay, so that's Ethereum. So if I'm bullish on Ethereum, what is the market saying? I should be bullish on alts. Now let's look at what Total 2 is saying. Total 2, if you recall, when the last stream we did, this was the range band environment between two order blocks, supply and demand, right? Both BTC, one second. Just catching up. As long as we are above the yearly open, we are bullish. 100% barely. Bro wasn't able to get into Kazi Discord because my card couldn't purchase it. Wish he had kept crypto payment. Ooh, I don't know. I can have a word. I think if we're doing a stream later, you can ask him that if you ask me. Yeah, I think ETH is 3K soon as well. BTC takes that all-time high before the halving. It will be a very, it's a massive slap in the face to all those who didn't believe it. You know, it's one of those ones. Like, I'm not saying it's possible and that's what we're gonna do. I'm just saying, like, I ain't saying no to nothing. You know, like if you like, I'm not an expert You know, you need to bear in mind, I'm from a pharmacy background, you know, I know medicine. So you tell me you got like depression, I know what your deal is, in it. I know how to help you out. If you tell me you got like some heart problems, I can tell you what your heart problems are. I can tell you which, you know, what blocker we need and stuff like that. I can do that for you. If you tell me you got a freaking like an anal fissure, like, don't worry, I can sort you out, right? But here I am giving freaking advice on markets. Do you know how mad that is? That's the most retarded shit I've ever heard in my life, man. Excuse my language there, but it just shows that life's fucking special. It's absolutely special, and we are going to experience that special feeling together. And soon it's going to be fuck your boss in it. Yeah, that's when you know, when things go well. But don't worry, man, you'll make some money inshallah. Barin. Zahra, I like that name. That's a beautiful name that is as well. After Lady Fatima, Lady Fatima's daughter. Sorry, Lady Fatima herself. RNDR, I can look at RNDR in just a moment there. So let me just quickly look at total 2, then we'll go to RNDR, okay? So this is where we're capped, right? So here is where we need to find support. In terms of freaking the range band environment, sorry, what we got is just this here. Let me mark this out, okay? I'm going to clear all this mess up. That's the range low, that's the mid range, and that's the range high. Total 2. And I'm saying that we're going to go to 105 trillion. Right now where we're sitting at is 818. So where we're stuck at is this little area here. That's where we're stuck in. You can see markets going higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And it's trying to make a new higher high. So bullish market structure is still in there. Balwinder, how you doing, brother? It's been a while, man. It has been. I've never forgotten a familiar face as well. So by looking at this, right, all we need to do, hold above this, show us willingness to go up higher, right? And it pullbacks, then we are going into this mid-range here. Where we are right now is the midpoint between these 2 points. So there's going to be a reactionary period. This is what's happening right here. All we need to do is flip that level. If I bring this up, you can see that blue line, flip that level, which is 832 billion, and then we're good to go for 105 trillion. So which means if total 2 is going to go up, your fucking your alts are going to go up. I bet you that. Every alt, send every fucking alt to the fucking moon, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. So looking at fucking total 3, right? Because I know some of you guys like total 3. I've got a range within a range, right? This is one range over here, the macro king range over here. That's the range high, quarterly low, mid range over here. And I've also got June's range. I think it's June. No, yeah, June's range. So June's range is where we were capping consolidation for a period of time. So alts have been consolidating, and all we've done is consolidation, breakout, retest. Once we rip this above this, hold above that level there, that's your fucking cue. Off you go. 680 billion market cap on total 3 is coming our way, and then we flip that bastard over here, and then we can do a continuation to fucking nearly $1 trillion on just alts alone. That's fucking fantastic. I think that's mad. That's absolutely crazy. So the cigarettes are running out. So saying that, I'm bullish on alt. If I'm bullish on alt, I'm going to go for longs. I have taken a long just recently. I don't know if you guys have seen this, right? I'm just going to quickly go into my Twitter. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a new one that I'm very interested in. Satoshi VM, SAVM. Do check it out from Murtaza. So that's launching, I believe, the 20th of January. So in a few weeks, it's basically a layer 2 technology for BTC, because especially if you think about it, you got the BTC ETF. It makes sense as this being a narrative to have an ecosystem on BTC that you can actually develop apps on there, because you don't have that. You have the Ethereum, everything's on ETH. But this would be quite sick. Because I remember back in 2017 when I used to transfer money, we used to transfer it via BTC. It wasn't USDT at those days, isn't it? And it was slow and it was fucking expensive, right? So this is actually quite a revolutionary, more of a future project there as well. So I've got this more of like an idea for long-term hodl. That's what I'm looking at personally. So I thought I'd just leak that out. I think that's 100x is an 100x gem. I genuinely believe that could be a 100x gem. So I'm waiting for the 20th of January to get on board. So XRP. I'll have a look at XRP. What's going on, Teresa Gomez? I always like to hear that guy's name, man. You can't do the bridging, yeah. I think they're doing airdrops, is that correct? I need to have a quick look as well. But like, it's Murtaza is a legend from back in 2020. I've known him for 3 years now, going to 4 years. Fucking hell, bro. And he's a lovely soul as well. One of the best guys I know as well. But anyway, what I was saying is regards to Solana. Okay, I had this tweet out there. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I'm going to quickly share it out to you guys there. It's literally, I'm looking for confirmation for this level here, right? So if you reclaim about $108, that's your confirmation to go for higher prices for what? Liquidity, and I got 136 and possibly 140 something as a trade, as a leverage trade as it is, right? In terms of hodl buys, man. That's the shit that you need to buy into it as well. I think I bought in quite early on. Evening, Paul. How you doing, sir? I bought into Solana around $17, $17.50, and when it came back on me, bro, that shit came back on me, and I was like, oh, I'll explain it to you, because that's the thing is, I think it was the second session I did with Kazi where we talked about alts looking dead, and let me hide this off there for a second. When alts are looking dead, like this area here, right? This looks completely dead in it. No one's interested in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see how like volatile that is. Everyone's interested in this. Everyone's interested in this. Everyone's interested in this and in this. They're still interested in this, innit? And then when it comes down over here, no one gives a shit. Consolidation, that's the thing. You know, like, Kazi talks about like how he looks to actually buy projects out with like FA and stuff like that. Me, what I do when he brings out all these FA stuff to me as well, I like to look at what is the technical analysis. I'm a TA guy. I've been like that for a long time. You know, I can't help but understand TA more than anything else. For me, it's the most it's my bread and butter for my income, really, if you think about it as well. I mean, I rely solely on trading. You know, I don't have several houses or some shit like that. I don't have all these things going on yet, but we will get there soon. But in truly, TA is for me what's key. So when he brings out all these informations, I like to look at, are we consolidating here, or has it broken out? If it's broken out, I'm like, then I start looking for personal entries and whatnot, and I'll look for start nailing it down to get into something. But sometimes you just gotta buy for the sake of buying it, in it. So it's one of those ones when I'm looking at that. Whoopsie daisy. When I was looking at Solana, right, we had this dead PA. No one gave a shit about it as well. You know, we come to the yearly open around like $10 or stuff like that, and we were ranging in this area here. This is where I end up saying, like, it was in March. I remember this in March around here, this area here is where I actually bought Solana. So when we pushed up, I was quite happy. Happy days, isn't it? I'm in positives. It's all good, innit? Then when it came back down, bro, fucking hell. It was like, oh, yikes. You know, like, that's when you start hearing people saying, I'm going to buy Solana at $10, $5, $3, $1. You know, that kind of stuff, innit? It's like, everyone wants to buy when it goes lower. But when it's not doing anything, nobody wants to buy. You know, that's what you got to, you know, that's the funny thing about the market. And I've learned that myself from 2020, you know, looking at projects that looked dead, wasn't moving at all. Matic was an example. And I wish I bought at 1 cent, you know? I wish I bought at 1 cent. If I held it at right now, it's still worth 100x. That's how mad Matic was. It was dead. And I know some guys actually bought into Matic and they made, you know, bucks, big bucks on that. So fair play to them. And it's the same thing. You know, that's the thing is, like, you know, you can't, like, this is more for like next year, like not next year, the next run. So remember these little movements here. Just always focus on them. And that's why I do. I always actually, you know, try to remember, like, I've got a weird, like, mind. As you can see from the way I talk, it's just like bang, 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 like fucking, like a Hitman champ, you know, from Pokemon. Fucking hell, why did I say Hitman champ? Why am I thinking about Pokemon? That's fucking crackhead shit, you know? But shout out to Pokemon. You know, I want to be the best. But, like, my mind, how it works is, like, a lot of the trades I've done, like, I don't just take the trades. I journal my trades itself. So, like, I tend to actually, like, memorize the pattern that's going on. So when I see things, right, I'm like, okay, next time I'm prepared. So when it comes to the next run, right, and like when it comes to the bottom, remember, at the bottom, after the bear market, when things are boring, right, that's the time you want to start scooping up your bags, you know. So inshallah, we start at the top, somewhere at the top, and inshallah again, we'll buy in whenever the end of the bear market, the next bear market is, we'll buy at the bottom and we send it back higher. Okay, so when you're looking at this now, right, so the question is, like, what if you're not in Solana? What if you're not in Solana, right? The whole thing to me is this is a range. This is just a range band environment, right? Range low, range high. That's the mid range. Okay, all I've done is split this into a half, split that into a half, split that into a half, and copied and pasted the whole thing. And that's the 0, that's the 0.5 on the Fibonacci, and that's the 1.0. Right? That's what I've done, nothing else. So this gives me the ability to start anticipating things a little bit ahead of different, like just off pure TA range levels. That's all it is. Okay, which means that if I'm above here, I'm looking to play between this level over here to this level here. That's a midpoint. And then when we reclaim this level there, we are looking for a retest, playing it back up to the range high. So saying that this is where we are, I'm looking for something like this. Now, all I do is this. I'm looking at this level here. Let me just change the time frame, put it up to 1 hour. I want to see us if this is the range high, and that's the midpoint, the range low, and this is the midpoint. You can see you got lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Well, not really a lower low. That becomes a higher low. We haven't taken out that low out. That low just about holds. Can you see it? Just about holds. So if market structures start to shift, if you were to break out this low, breaks down, then fine. Play it back down to $66. Absolutely. However, instead, it's starting to push up, breaking these highs over here. I've taken it along myself personally, right? And I'm just explaining this TA, right? That's what it is. I've taken it along itself with a stop loss below here. I'm expecting to be that wrong. Okay, so what I'm looking for, if you're looking for confirmation, right? And now that you understand that, and look where we are, you know, we do a deviation, we find a deviation, we break these highs, you know, break it up, and we find support, That means to me so far, this level here, 98.40, is actually acting as a support level to play to where? Target 1, target 2. That's it. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. That's it. Now, if you want to add on to your certain levels, let's bring up the other thing. If you want to add on your levels, all you got to do is hide everything off. How do we look at it this way? Look at this, bring up a trend line. So the trend line is like this, something like that. All right. And then the market structure we want to break, which is the last higher low, is this one. Lower high is this one. So meaning that if we actually come back up, reclaim this level there, this here is a breaking market structure from the lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Now we are shifting up, and any retest and hold above it. To me, like right now, my stop loss is here. I will move my stop loss to there, and I will compound this position to play it up to target 1, target 2, and into the key area, which is what? 130. That's it. 130. I've got extended targets of 136. All right, 136. This here, you can see my entries right here. It wasn't too long ago before the stream. 136 is the midpoint of 2022's mid-range. But that's what I'm doing. All right, I'm looking for longs across the board for alts, and all I'm doing is breaking it down. Okay, does that make sense there? Like, has everyone followed me so far, or is everyone's like, yo, this guy is on crack? Right? RNDR is the same situation I've got here, right? Same thing. It's showing me bullishness here. Now, if I want to play this game, let's have a look. Get some water as well. Go to the daily. I need to top up the water bottle. Drinking too much water there. But yeah, let me delete this, delete that. Now, RNDR, similar situation, right? I need to fill that out, but this is not really important for me just yet, really. But honestly, look, it's still looking like bullish price action there. Higher highs, higher lows. All it's doing now, it's like it's finding support of this midpoint, which is between these 2 points here. Had it broke below here and starts breaking down, it's a short. It's a short back down to $3 and $2.46. Now, let's drop it down to the 1 hour and let's have a look what we got. What's the market structure looking like? We are in this area here between this little quadrant here. Now, I can play for confirmation in just a moment for higher prices, but should I want to play this level here between these two areas here? Absolutely fine, I can do that. We are playing. All I need to do is be finding support of this midpoint here. If it starts to show me bullish price action, right, and holds above it, I'm happy to go for a long, play all the way for back into this $4.61. Now, the more safer option, right, because that level here is a key area. That's the midpoint between those 2 points, the whole thing I'm saying. So there's always a reactionary period here. Now, what's capping this whole market, if we go to the 4 hours, it's going to be off a pivot. Let me just bring this up here for a second. Yeah. No, like that. Yeah, that's fine. Right. So what's capping the market, right? It's this level here. That high is causing us a lot of trouble. So you got resistance there, deviation, lower highs, comes underneath it, resistance off the key level of 461.68, and it sells off and finds support in between the midpoint. Okay, now it's starting to show me higher highs, higher lows, higher highs within this section here. Okay, so it's all good. I need it to actually reclaim that level, right? If it does do that, I can go for a swing long, because what I've got here is a bit of a range band environment here. I've got a range high there and a range low there. Okay, if I hide this off there, that's the range band. Let me just make this bigger. Focus on the small TA right here. So a swing high and a swing low. Now what I can say is that low, so that high over here acts as resistance, acts as a deviation, sells off. That low here acts as a support, does a deviation over here, and now we are finding support off this area here. Now, do I get to come back down to this level? That would be great, but once we hold above it, bullish price action, I'm happy to go for a long into this area for $4.90. Once I reclaim this level here, bullish price action, show me willingness to get away, because otherwise, if it's bearish, it would have actually closed back below and starts breaking down here. If it does something like this, like that, I'm happy to go for the longs. And how high can we go? This is where you know your invalidation is going to be. Then you play in for highs all the way to freaking, let's have a look, $6.68 and $8.80. These will be the targets I'll be looking at for more of a big trade. Obviously, you're going to take profits at 668, which is the 75% of the range, and then that'll be the range high itself. Okay, hopefully that helps there. There was another one. There was XRP, wasn't it? My eyes are fucking hurting me. I need to get my glasses. I think I want to get my glasses for the thingy, for the second stream. Otherwise, I'm going to get a migraine for tomorrow. I'm going out tomorrow night as well, so I can't really actually get fucking ill like that. XRP. Where's XRP? There we go. Right, so XRP, right, it's fucking, I don't know, man. I don't even hold any XRP, I'll be honest with you. I'm not really interested at all with this as well. It could actually go forever. You know, you could go to that $500 market that everyone's talking about, but for me, I don't get two tosses. 2457. Let me just drag that across. 2457. Okay. Really and truly, it's such a shit coin. Like, it's such a shit PA. It's really not the best one in my opinion. I generally don't really like it personally, but nevertheless, it just look. I mean, even a spot, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I can't really say much anyway. Everyone's got their opinion on this as well. I know there's a lot of people actually holding XRP, but from a TA point of view, right? Let's have a look. I'll just remove that for a second. From a TA point of view, what we got here is, yeah, price is showing bullish price action. I think that's a given. You can see that support, 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 support. You can't really short this at all. Price also at the same time, right? If I look at what was acting as resistance, which is now looking like support, it's this area here. That high here does resistance, resistance, deviation, resistance, and now we come into support. Things are looking different. Before, every time we actually come to this point, you see the price action. Let me just zoom into it for a second so you guys can actually have a better view, right? You got this high over here. Every time we touch it, resistance, touch it, resistance, sell off, sell off. When we do smash above it, it becomes a deviation that we can't even hold on to it. You see how this is actually holding on to it? Instead, we just drop down resistance, sell off. Then we come resistance and we grind, and then now we finally break above it, and now we establish some sort of support. So from there, I'll be actually quite happy to say, let's go for the fucking longs, in my opinion as well. I'm quite happy to do so. Now, if I'm looking at this, right, let's just have a look. Where's my first target? Right, so let's just put this over here. How is it looking like? Yeah, some weird ones. I don't really like it. Anyway, the first target I would say is 80 cents. 80 cents, which is a macro range from this high to this low, right? So that's what I'm looking for. I mean, for more higher prices, once we reclaim 80 cents, right? I mean, to go for these highs, these and all that stuff, right? Would have to reclaim 80 cents. Only when we reclaim 80 cents, hold above it, bullish price action. Then I can say target. We're going to get some resistance right over here about $1.20. Then we work it out from level to level. So that'll be the area there. Hold above this, run it to 120, which will be the area of resistance, and then from there we'll see what happens if we can actually hold above it and continue to go for highs for liquidity all the way up on the upside there. Don't really have too much to say on XRP apart from that really as well. Next one I can see. Let's see. Have a look. We got one second. Drink. Cree. Let's look at Cree. That's Creso, right? I've got a bag of Creso. Oh, let me do Guardian. Guardian is one of those ones I've actually bought a bag at around $4. So I'm up 2x on that one. I'm quite happy about that as well. Still a 9 million market cap there. It's a very interesting one. Let's bring up the Twitter page. Whoopsie daisy. No, I haven't done the FA on this. You to bear in mind, you know, when it comes to like Guys, he's my FA guy. You guys know that. He's my FA guy. But he's a freaking antivirus protector of digital asset as well. Pretty neat as well. I bought into it. I haven't looked back. I'm in profits, alhamdulillah, for that. I did have a TA on this on my phone, right? It's very difficult to say what to do because when you see things going to go parabolic, very hard to say to you guys, oh, you gotta buy this, you gotta buy this. I won't advise you guys to buy this because at the end of the day, it's just non-financial advice. I'm not here to tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and you know when to buy and stuff like that. That's entirely up to you, innit? I don't want to get sued, bruv. You know, I don't know about you. Like I might have some money, but I don't want to lose it. You know what I'm saying? So really and truly, when I'm looking at this, that's 2 hours. Let me go into the daily. This is what we got in the daily. Fucking hell, man. So what happened was I did a tweet in regards to where the range band environment. So the range band was right here when I was actually looking to buy into it. So this was the range low and that was the range high, right? And then this was the key area that I'm looking for. This high here, if we breach above this, is breaking market structure. And you can see consolidation, break above it, breach that fucking high over here, come back for a retest there. That's just a deviation, off it go, and rallies up there. It was an easy way to buy into it as well. So now it's gone up. How we're looking at right now, there's again another range band environment. What is that range band environment do we have here? I've got this high over here. Let me mark this out as fucking line, and I've got this low over here. Now if I bring this up to bring it down to the 1 hour, what we got here is that we have a range band environment going on over here, right? We breached this high, which is telling me the market is looking to go up higher. All I'm looking for is a reclaim of the $10 marker, and we can start running up higher prices, and then let that keep running. You know, it's at 10 million market cap, about 9.5 million market cap there. I want to start looking at seeing this at 100 million, if you ask me. So 10x would be quite sweet. You can think to yourself, it's a bull market, why not? Obviously, you know, you got to take profits on the way up 100%, you know, and at least take initials out and to protect yourself from anything as well. But definitely Guardian is, in my opinion, is one that I'm holding. I've got a decent sized bag on that one and 2x up. That's what it is there. So that's Guardian there for you. And we do Creso. It's another bag that I've got as well. You know, it's at 54 cents. It's just a range band environment. I really thought at first, right, I'll be honest with you guys, right? You know, like I like to look at trend lines, right? And to hold this level there. And I thought we were going to hold this level here. Instead, we've actually come back down. It's breaking down. It's underneath here, okay? So cool. Does it look bearish? Yeah, with the trend line, it does look bearish. I'm not going to lie to you, right? However, right, can we get it saved? Yeah, we need to get it saved somehow. There's got to be a range band environment over here. That's where price is actually reacting. And my range band is here. Between this. It's accumulation right here. So far, this is an accumulation right there. That's the deviation, and we come back down, and all that's happening is just we're accumulating. Nothing more to it than that. Whales are going to be buying it, I'm guessing so. But really and truly, what I'm looking to actually really cap behind it. I mean, look, it's a good price to buy. This whole thing has come off. I don't know why it's on the freaking 1 hour. Let me do that. That's better. I don't really like this this red and green stuff, man. It fucks with my eyes, isn't it? Look at this, right? We're holding off that high there, so it's fine. Had we actually get below it, then this looks fucking shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, that is shit. That's really terrible. So I'm gonna be quite honest about that, because I'm a TA guy. I'm gonna look, just because I've got a bag on it doesn't mean like, yeah, buy this, buy that. I'm gonna look at what it is. Truly right now it's all just a fucking range bound environment. So the range is literally this. Bring this back up, right? So if I zoom into it now, what I need to see, bring this across a bit more further, right? You can see that it's just ping-ponging here from the highs to the lows, back to the lows, back to the highs, coming back down to lows. You know, if it comes down to 45, 50 cents, happy to buy into it, back into the mid-range. All we're looking for is a reclaim of this level here, around above 0007. I think we should go up higher. If you look at it this way, what's going to be capping the market? It's going to be this high over here, this high. That's where we got resistance, 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 deviation. So if we do come back up, it's going to be resistance, so you have to agree to it. Maybe get a pullback over here, a deeper pullback, and once we reclaim and hold above this level there, that's when you say, Bob's your motherfucking uncle, let's fucking go. That's all it is with Cray. Okay, that's it. I saw Ace. Let's have a look at Ace. I'm in Ace, you know, funny enough, I'm in Ace. I'm down on Ace. I'm down on Ace. But regardless, I mean, what kind of TA is that? Looks like something that fucking like a 4-year-old has done, innit? So, I mean, coffee, right? And it's fucking cold. You're welcome, Kenny, man. I appreciate that, man. If you like, yeah, take a look at Arc. Arc. I have a look at Arc. Is that on freaking thingy? On this one here? Where is it? Let me try and find it. Oh, Lucius. Yeah. 100 million. That's it. We'll go and send it to 100 million, inshallah. Is that the one you're talking about? Arc? Where have I heard that before? I've heard that before. I can't remember where I've heard that. Someone said Arc. Arcanine. No, that's Pokemon. Fuck. Why is Pokemon going to my head for? Okay, interesting. This is a fairly old coin then, isn't it? So we look. This is a fairly, yeah, it's making an all-time high. 2022 of April. So basically, you're looking for ARC, right? If you want confirmation for higher prices, right? This high here is capping this whole market. That's what's causing the problem. So once we get a breach above that, right? Any pullback, bullish price action, Bob's your fucking uncle. This goes up higher. 57 million market. Interesting. Let's have a look at Twitter. One thing I like to do personally myself, speaking, I'm going to be honest with that, is when I look at thinking like I like to look at Twitter and just see who's following it. You know, give me an idea. You know, do we have dickheads following it or do we have legit guys following it? I want Coin News. I like that guy. He's a cool guy. Dippy's actually been interacting me with a lot as well, so I like that guy as well. And Crypto, I know him as well. Wait, Jumper's a good friend of mine as well. Trapper, Gem Insider, Eunice, Wiz. Okay, interesting. Credible, I know him as well. Shelby, I know him as well. Macro Castro's a really good guy. I like that guy as well. Johnny was a nice guy. Sever, you know. Fucking, I'm going for everyone. And yeah, they're all pretty like Petabyte as well. I like Petabyte. He's a good friend of mine as well. He made me a lot of money in Floki. But yeah, okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'll definitely keep that Twitter page up there. Thank you so much for that. Going back into Ace. Excuse me there. Alright. Maybe from Wiz. Nah, I don't think Wiz told me this, you know. I don't know. No, anyway, doesn't really matter too much, but it's now on my radar again. So looking at Ace, right? I bought some at $10. Was it 10? No, that's a lie. I bought some at $12. Yeah, $12 where I bought some, and yeah, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down. So it's one of those things, like I said yesterday on the Kazi stream, is that you've got to be okay to be down. You know, sometimes things are not going to go your way. There's certain altcoins I've actually bought, I'm stupidly up. Certain altcoins I'm up by probably 10, 20%, 50%. Some altcoins in this instance, I'm just down. You know, like the one thing is, one thing I used to do, I don't know if I ever told you this, right, but story time. Okay. Now, I used to be very hungry in the crypto space, right? When I say hungry, I mean, sorry about that, guys. That's a bit my mistake there. Yeah, I need to sort that out. But yeah, I used to be very hungry in the crypto space. What do I mean by that? Basically, what happens is, like, all I want to do is just make money, and I'm just chasing money non-stop, right? And I get it. Everyone's in that stage. Everyone has been through that stage or is going through that stage right now. Okay, so the greatest thing, right, to make money is having patience, right? That means either sitting out and saying to yourself, all right, you know what? I don't really know what's going on. It's a bit of a fucking mess. I'm going to sit back and just let the price action unfold itself, become more suitable for my own liking, and I'll go into this, okay? What's it? What's happened to your ears? Mine X account should be there. What? Oh, your crypto Kaiser. Oh, I didn't really follow you there, brother. I mean, that's why you're not seeing that. But I used to chase money non-stop as well. Right. So what I was doing is I'd buy into a coin, sit down, relax and whatever. Then I see other things were popping. And when I'm seeing these things popping, and all I'm looking to myself, I'm like, yo, I want to make that money too. If I actually put that money there, I would have been up 50%. Maybe I'd be up like 20x, like 3x in it. So what I do is I end up selling the project, right, that I've actually invested into, at maybe at a loss or a minor scratch or a minor little gain. And then I move that into the project that's pumped. That's the worst thing you can do, because what happens is the one that I actually end up like that, that didn't really do anything, go into the one that's pumped, start to cool off a bit. That project originally that I went into, and then bang, it goes up. There was one I remember. I will never forget this. So, I bought into a project. I can't remember what it was. It was around like 5 cents. I remember that really well. So, me and this guy, right, we actually were talking, and we were looking at the project itself. We got in, and all good. Waited like about a week, right? Nothing really happened, and I took the decision myself, right? I can't really speak on behalf of the other person, because that's his or hers, whatever his decision is, right? If he made money, great. If he did the same thing as I did, we fucking would have to learn in it. So what happened was, I fucking took it out, moved it into another coin as well, and that coin that I should have held it. If I held it for another week, would have went up by 10x. And yeah, it's a nasty feeling. So like for me personally, Ace is one of those ones right now. So I'm looking at this here. I'm like, okay, never mind. Let's do some TA and let's try and work out what the fuck's going on. Right now, that's the range. That's the low that's holding support, and that's the high that's acting as resistance. You can see that already here. Resistance over there, support over here. We're at the mid-range. All I'm looking for is a reclaim of the mid-range, hold above this, push it up to $10. $10 is the key. Now, if you are looking to buy and you haven't bought into it, by all means, this is a cheap price in my opinion. If the alt market we're talking about, total 2, is looking very, very bullish, why wouldn't this go up? Do you know what I mean? Everything goes up when it comes into the alt market. Everything just fucking flies like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So the confirmation for you ladies and gentlemen, if you wanted to jump on board, by all means, is you're looking for a reclaim of the $10, hold above this level there, show me willingness, break above these highs. That's the next higher high, and then we start running up to where this area here will be the next area of resistance. This will be the next set of range, the next set of SRs, whatever you want to call it. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be something like this. Hold above it, right? Rips into this area here, reclaim this level there, and then we smash into this here. Once we break above this, right, above the $15, that's fucking bullish. All this was cheap prices over here. This was the deviation of that range, and we're about to make a fucking blast off kind of play. That's what I'm looking at. So that's Ace for me. I'm holding this one, and I'm not really fussed. I'm not. So we'll see what it is. EGC. Jamal's asking for EGC. Go on then, I'll do EGC. Only because it's my freaking boy's bagging it. And he did tell me about it, about $2 or some shit like that. So, not $2. 2 million market cap. So, EGC. Is that the one? Evergrow going? Not 2 million market. Is that the one? Fuck, bastard. That went up. No, that's not it. Is that it? There was something that Kazi was asking. I was telling. Is that EGC that you want me? Take care, Touche. Really appreciate you guys being here as well, man. No, it's Egoist credit. Crazy. I'm fucking giving the wrong shout out there, innit? Egos credit. Ah, here we go. No, it's not working. That's not right. I don't think that would be Kaz's coin. Is this the bastard right here? 111 million. Have you got a fucking... Someone give me a link. Someone give me a link if you don't mind. And I'll do EGC then, okay? I'm going to do YGG because Steve asked as well. It's only on sex. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, let me... Okay, you know what? EGC. Oh, it's on freaking... Mexi, that's why. EGC. My mistake. That's my complete stupid dumbass fault there. God damn, he told me to buy this at 14, like for about $12, $13, man. No, not $14. He told, like, when he brought about it as well, he told me to buy it. I didn't listen to the bastard as well. Fucking hell. Okay, so EGC, right? This is where the areas of resistance going to be, okay? We're going to drop it down to weekly. Because, you know, like I said, dead coins are the one that you want to pay attention to. These are these motherfuckers right here, okay? So, what I'm looking at is this. Let's just focus on level to level. So the first level that we're finding resistance is going to be this area here. That's the area that low holds as support. Whoopsie daisy. Holds as support, deviates it, breaks below it, resistance. All right. So you're looking at EGC. All you have to do now, if you haven't got on board, this for me is like, look, if it pulls back right into lower prices, it's an opportunity to buy like $20. It would be great to buy in a 20% dip, right? A bit more than that. Yeah, about 20% dip would be great. But unfortunately, Total 2 looks quite bullish. ETH looks quite bullish, right? So if you want confirmation, right, all you're doing is waiting for it to hold above this, get above this level there, bullish price action, show me willingness to go higher prices. And then the question is, where does he fucking go? That's fucking mad. That is so nuts, fam. Like, I've got targets. Once we reclaim this level here, which is what? That low is at fucking $30, right? So we reclaim $30. The next area of resistance, I would say, will come in around $63. And then after 63, fucking hell, after $63, I will go for $131. And then we will start ripping towards the all-time high. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. How many X's is this from here? Fucking hell. 30x. I need to buy this bastard, you know? EGC. Walaikum salam, Shabir. Man, I swore in it and now I'm saying salam. Bro, like, fucking hell, bro. I fucked it up there, didn't I? Alright then. I'll do one more and I'm gonna call it a night. I don't know how you guys feel. If you want me to run it on a Saturday as well, I'll do a Saturday stream if you want. But tomorrow I'm going out for dinner in London. So I won't be around. But one more. Let's YGG. Oh yeah. Okay, I did say I'll do YGG. Is that another fucking? Is this one here? Is that the one, right, brother? YGG. Right. So these kind of price action here. Just confirm that's the right one, Steve, if you don't mind, before I go even more in depth. But from what I'm looking at right now, this is all consolidation right here. You know, we got a small ass dead. Yeah, is the right one. Cool. It's a dead ass conversation over here. Fucking consolidation. I'm losing. I'm starting to slow down a little bit there. Sorry, guys. Again, I need to go and get my glasses. So I'm gonna have to pop out. I think I using my mum's car. I drove my mum's car the other day in it, so I left my glasses in there. But yeah. That's the range low, I would say. No, I wouldn't say that. I would say that. Yeah, that's the one. So that's the range. That's where we're stuck at. So the midpoint comes to around here. So that's where the midpoint is. So really and truly, right? I think we got targets around 80 cents around this year. Which is about what, 81? Let me give you the right fucking number. 81.60. So I think that's what's gonna happen, in my opinion, as well. So again, once we reclaim and hold above this there, bullish price action, willingness to go higher highs, 80 cents, and then we see what happens. If it starts breaking down, it's an opportunity to, you know, pull back into the mid-range itself. We'll start looking for it, but if we start reclaiming, holding above this, then we start flying up a lot more higher. I think it goes a lot more higher. You know, like the truth is, the area that's going to be acting as key resistance is going to be this area here. That's the key area. So that's where we need to start being a bit more cautious. Remember, 80 cents is the key area that we talked about. Let me just mark this out in black. That's the range high. So that's going to be a key sense of resistance. So if it does something like this and breaks down below here, it's, you know, it's still within a consolidation period of this block over here. But the confirmation for higher prices is once we start reclaiming the fucking dollar, then the doors fucking open up to these level here, which goes into what? Fucking $2.33, and then we see what happens there. So it's YGG. So but I think we smashed through with Total 2. Total 2 looking bullish, and it looks very, very plausible to go up to at least to what? $2.33, and then we'll start seeing if we come into what? Freaking $4.69. So that's what I'll be looking for YGG. Okay, you're welcome, your life, your choice. Appreciate that, man. So that's it for me, you guys, as well. Before I go, I just want to say thank you so much for actually coming on the show as well. Smash the likes if you don't mind as well. Show me some support as well. Ghazi Fakir, I'm gonna have to do it another time. If you enjoyed the show, we'll probably do another one on Saturday. Drop a comment afterwards as well, and we can start looking at doing a couple more. I don't mind doing this like for the community, for you guys, and just spending some time to pick out a couple of coins. We did quite a number. I mean, what did we do? We did EGC, we did YGG, we did Solana, quite in depth as well. We did RNDR, we did fucking XRP, Guardian. So it's 6. We did about 6 though, to be honest as well. You know, so I think it's actually quite blessed. We did quite a fair amount of work in about an hour space of time, and we broke it down total 2, total 1, total 3, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Fucking hell, we did quite a bit, man. So no wonder I'm a little bit slow now. I need to chill out a little bit. So I appreciate that, guys, man. I do apologize for that, but we'll do another stream soon. Yeah, we'll do another stream soon, and then we'll get cracking on that, and we start fucking seeing what the other plans are. I've got another stream coming up with Ghazi in about 2 hours, so I'm going to chill out for a bit, going to get something to eat. Big love, guys. Thank you so much for that. Have a great night, and I'll see you soon.